Hey everyone, it's Jacky Lamenzo from JackyLamenzo.com. This here is Addy. I'm the author of Addy Wants to Fit In, the story of a picky aunt who has a hard time trying new food. The story parallels my own story as a kid, the things that I remember about being the pickiest eater in the room or the pickiest eater at the table, and what held me back from trying new things. So the reason I decided to write this story was so that I could shed some light for you on what your kid might be feeling. It's sort of the inner dialogue of little Addy and what I experienced as a kid. So I got stuck in my ways for 23 years. It took me until I was through college until I had this experience where I could end up trying everything that I did try. And ultimately what changed for me was that I moved to China, and for the first time in my whole life I wasn't known as a picky eater. So that's what I want to share with you, that if we put these kids in a box and we say Jacky is such a picky eater, then what does that tell me? It tells me as a kid that I'm a picky eater and I don't know how to get out of that. So avoiding putting your kid in that box, giving your kid that label, talking about that, I encourage not to use the words picky eater around your kids. I think it's something that just labels them and gives them that title. So today we're going to talk about how to get your kid to eat. And guess what? You're not gonna get your kid to eat. You can't get your kid to do anything. You can't get anybody else to do anything that they don't wanna do, right? So as the parent, your job is to provide the food. You are responsible, sorry, sometimes I know it's a pain, you're responsible for preparing, cooking, picking up, whatever, the food for your kid. So you wanna make sure that there's something on the table that's safe for them, but also maybe some things that are new for them. And encouraging by showing and leading by example that you're trying new things, you're eating things that taste good and are good for your body, but not making them eat them. The second you have that battle and you get into that back and forth, you have to eat this, no, I don't want to eat this, you all know what I'm talking about, you've both lost. It's no longer a peaceful, fun, enjoyable meal. It's no longer about who is sitting at the table with you. It's about who's gonna win this battle, right? And so you've both already lost. Okay, so we're avoiding that here. I encourage you to include your kid or your family in that decision. I think that's something when I was a kid that I loved being able to do. I loved having a say in maybe Wednesday night dinner was my night that I got to pick, but that means that Tuesday night is my older brother and Thursday night is my younger brother. We all have to sort of have that fairness, right? And I had to learn that as a kid, that I don't always get to choose, but I had some say, and I think that was really important. So moving forward, I encourage you to get rid of the term, how can I get my kid to eat? Now, what can you do to provide an environment that feels comfortable around food, that encourages your kid to feel at ease when they come to the dinner table? I also remember doing my homework upstairs and smelling something like chicken pot pie. That was my brother's favorite. And I knew that when I came down to the dinner table, there was gonna be a battle. That was something I didn't like, and I would honestly get sick to my stomach before I even came downstairs. It wasn't even about the food going in my mouth. It was the actual reaction to the smell and just the anticipation of the battle that I was about to have. So working on avoiding those battles. So it all comes down to, you are not trying to get your kid to do anything. You're not going to get your kid to eat anything. They will eat it if they're ready. And your job is to create a really positive dynamic at the dinner table. Your job is to avoid those battles. Your job is to provide the food for your kids. And that's all you can do. It's up to them how much they want to eat it. Okay? I hope that was helpful. I'm here to just shed some light on what your kid might be feeling and hopefully help you shift a little bit in your tactics of how to help your kids. And again, I'm not here to help you get your kids to eat. I'm here to help you avoid those battles and avoid the dinner time madness that just creates chaos and stress for everyone. I want it to be about who is at the dinner table. I want it to be about enjoying time and asking your kid about their day and maybe something they learned that day. And guess what? As soon as that pressure is off that food, it's going to change. You're going to see a shift. You're going to see they're going to be ready to try something when they're ready. And we don't know when that is, but all we can do is help guide the environment to that way. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Join me on JackyLamenzo.com. I have more blog posts, I have more tips, I have more videos, and I have an email list that you can sign up for and print out that can remind you of some of these things, and you can get started on that tonight at dinner. So good luck. I'm here for you. And leave in the comments below if you have any questions or things that are shifting for you, things that are working for you, things that aren't working for you, and I would be happy to guide you. Thanks so much.